Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plants, and today I'm super excited because I get to share with you my newest sticker book that releases on Friday, August 1st at 9 a.m. Mountain Time on my website, www.mojo-dojoplans.com. This is my new book, Feel the Feels. And I am just so stinking excited for this book. It is a book that I was like, I need this book right now. This book will be $22 plus shipping. It is 30 pages of clear and paper, sticker paper. So if you have like currently, it's very similar to that one. But this book is actually going to be a great companion book to I Am Perfectly Imperfect. I have been really exploring and just trying to really focus really hard on knowing and learning myself and my own emotions. And with the way the world is right now, I feel like getting in touch with your feelings is something really important rather than stuffing it down and just not knowing what to do. I've been finding it's really, really helpful to put a name and a word to my emotions, because a lot of the times I'd be asked if I was okay, and then I would just say, yeah. And then deep down, I'm like feeling all of these different things, but I didn't know how to put words to them. And I just feel like it's really, really important to be able to do that. And if you can't do that yet, to start working on doing that. And it's been something super helpful. I have been doing daily, like, mood tracker as far as like how I'm feeling. Um, every single day in my planner, NV planner, and I've absolutely loved it. And I've been doing that with the help of my Perfectly Imperfect sticker book. It has these I am feeling pages, and then it gives you some words, which sometimes, like, if you don't know what you're feeling, sometimes seeing the word written out, you're like, oh, maybe I am feeling lazy. Maybe I am feeling lonely. Maybe I am feeling happy. Whatever it is really, really helpful to actually see the words. And so I wanted to give more of that because this book only like touches the surface of it. And then I was like, as I've been using it really consistently, I'm like, okay, like, I don't have the right words that I need more words. So I wanted to give you more words. This book has, I think, over 50 more words of just different things to describe how you're feeling. That way you can actually take the time and write it down and kind of get it down. And maybe that'll lead you into journaling. Why are you feeling that way? Whatever that is. So I wanted to come out with a book about this because I feel like it's something really important. Trying to teach my daughter this a little bit more, trying to get her to be a little bit more precise with trying to figure out how she's feeling and kind of giving her prompts. And I think that helps, because if we tell her, we're asking her like, why are you mad, and then she kind of goes into whatever she's feeling. And this has been super helpful for me and in my relationships, because again, I am very much a person that's like, I will just automatically say I'm fine even if I'm not fine. And a lot of time it's because I don't know how I'm actually feeling. So being able to have words to help me kind of figure that out at my fingertips all the time is super helpful. So that is why I wanted to release this book. I'm really, really excited for it, you guys. Feel the feels, because it's fine to just feel the feels. It has 2,688 stickers in it. I was right. And then we're going to open it up. So you're going to get, each page is going to be clear and paper. It's going to start with paper. And of course, you're going to get a bunch of I am feeling. Now, there's a couple different fonts in here. A lot of them are the same fonts that I did use in here. So you're going to get lots of I am feeling. And I did make sure, like, between all the fonts, you will definitely have enough to do this every single day of like a year at least, for sure. And it can help you keep consistent. Like, if you finish this book, then that means you were consistent, if you're finishing these I'm feeling pages. So you're getting two different fonts. We have like a nice bold font, and then like a little bit more scripty cursive font. You're gonna get the same page on clear sticker paper. So if you like clear, then that's a great one. You're gonna get 2 pages of the clear. So 1 page of paper, 2 of the clear in those fonts. And then we're going to go into our words. Now, the words are all the same throughout all the fonts. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to read them from this page, but then they'll be all the same, as we go on. So we have accepted, affectionate, amused, alarmed, annoyed, blah, angry, ashamed, anxious, bitter, blessed, bored, calm, cheerful, compassionate, confident, confused, content, depressed, desired, disappointed, distracted, envious, frustrated, embarrassed, excited, exhausted, free, heartbroken, fearful, focused, giddy, grateful, guilty, grumpy, happy, hopeful, insecure, inspired, and insulted. Okay, so those are all on paper, and then you get them on clear. And that's not it. We have more. We have more words. That was only, what was that up to? Eyes. That was up to the eyes. They are in alphabetical order too, so hopefully that helps you when you're trying to look for a specific word. Okay, here's more words for you. So we have irritated, isolated, joyful, lazy, loved, mischievous, lonely, miserable, moody, nervous, overstimulated, obsessive, optimistic, outraged, overwhelmed, proud, productive, panicked, passionate, pessimistic, prepared, rejected, relaxed, relieved, satisfied, sad, sentimental, secure, sick, shocked, silly, strong, tense, uneasy, thrilled, triggered, unprepared, unloved, and worried. Right? So paper and then a clear page. And then you're going to get all of those in that second font. So you kind of pick your mood. So again, paper and then a clear, and then paper and a clear. All right, then we're going into two more fonts. So we have a little bit more like kind of like handwriting. And then this one is one of my favorites. I used it in Currently. It's the bolded out version, and then also the filled in. So if you want to color in the letters, you totally can. So that way they can like match a spread if you're wanting. So again, you're going to get one page on paper, and then you're going to get two with the clear of I am feeling. And then all the same words again, just in those new fonts. So a paper and a clear, paper and a clear. And then here's that second font, paper and then the clear, paper and clear. Alrighty, then I wanted to give you guys some prompts of like, okay, now let's kind of figure out how we can either stop feeling that way or kind of work through it, or what do we need? Because it's, you got to do a little bit more work other than just like, once you've identified it, okay, now let's figure out what can I do to help me get out of that? So I gave you a couple of prompts. This page right here is on clear. So we have when I feel overwhelmed, I can, and you're going to get a couple of those. And then when I feel stressed, I can. When I feel alone, I can. When I feel sad, I can. When I feel angry, when I feel depressed. And then you're going to get all of those in all of the fonts. And I did make sure you do have enough to do all of these once a month if you wanted to, with between all the fonts. So like you could, maybe it changes. Like sometimes you kind of figure out like, oh, when I feel sad, I know I can do this action and it helps me feel better. But maybe a few months down the line, that no longer, what you were doing no longer helps. So you have to figure out something new. So I wanted to give you enough to be able to do this monthly, because we change as we grow, as we learn different things about ourselves, we change, and sometimes things won't work anymore. So we kind of have to problem solve all over again. So again, you're getting all the fonts. So we have that bold and then that really pretty script font. And then you're going to get that bold and like the hollowed out font, and then the more handwritten font. Those are both on clear sticker paper. And then again, you do have enough to be able to do this once a month, basically, between all the fonts. Then these are some things that you can add to those. So, so if you're doing when I feel depressed, I can, you can say, I can ask for a hug. I can ask for help. I can do these. So these are kind of giving you some prompts of things that you could do. And then of course you can expand them a little bit and add more extra things that, and be a little bit more specific. But I did want to give you a couple of ideas. That way you can then kind of take that and just kind of expand on what you're needing. So we have take a deep breath, say what I need, write it down. And again, you're getting all of the fonts. Then we have ask for a hug, take a break, ask for help, count to 10. And then call a friend is down at the bottom. And again, those are all the fonts. So you're going to get all of these in each of the fonts. That way you can kind of match whatever you're needing. You're getting that on paper and then also on clear. And then we're going to get some quotes, because we got to have some quotes. And now all of these pages, you're going to get 3 pages 4 pages. I lied. 4 pages of quotes. Each one is specific to that font. They're going to be all the same quotes. Now, I know it's nice to have new quotes, but I am a person, I definitely have that. Like, I like to hoard my quotes, especially if it's a really good quote and I'm like, ooh, I want to save that for whenever I need it. I love having duplicate quotes, and I wanted to give you that in each of the fonts. So all these quotes you're going to get, they're like written out completely in that one single font. That way, if you're wanting to match to the rest of it, you can, or you can use them separately, whatever you're needing. So our quotes say, big feelings are not too much. They are just real. It's okay to feel all the feels. Being able to express your emotions is powerful. Every emotion is valid, even the ones that are hard. It's not weak to speak. I'm an adult and I can make choices. Feelings aren't facts, but they matter. Tears are words the heart can't say. It's okay to cry. Even strong feelings don't last forever. Your feelings are valid. You don't have to hold it all alone. Feel it, name it, let it out. Silencing emotions doesn't make them go away, it makes them louder on the inside. I can handle hard emotions. When you put feelings into words, they become lighter. Trust your gut. I am not too much. I am just enough. Feelings are not problems to be solved, but signals to be understood, and I can do hard things. So again, you're going to get all of those same fonts, all those same quotes in each font, so that way you can kind of match. But we live in a world where it's not always acceptable to express your emotions, but I think we need to get to a point where it should be talked about. We should be able to feel the need and feel the freedom to be able to speak our minds and say what's bothering us and say how we're feeling. It's not weak to have emotions. We're human. It's not weak. And I feel like for a long time, I know I kind of grew up, the way I grew up was I can't really share how I'm feeling. And then I'm definitely a people pleaser. So, I would just figure out whatever emotion and then I would just go with that. And as I'm getting older, I'm learning that now that is biting me in the butt. And so really kind of going through all of your emotions and all that. And that's why I wanted to come out with this book, because I feel like we need this. We need to be able to express ourselves and know what we're feeling. So I hope that this is a helpful tool. I'm really excited. This is going to be definitely in my little box that I have on my desk. That is like my most reached for books. I'm really excited for this book, you guys, and I hope you guys are too, because I think it's something that's really needed and it's really important. Mental health is important. And so I really, really hope that you guys like this book as much as I do. So again, this releases on Friday, August 1st at 9 a.m. My patrons will get to pre-order on July 31st. So if you want to get in on that pre-order and get it on the way to you a little bit sooner, because I generally try to ship all pre-orders the same day past a certain time, up to a certain time point when the post office closed, obviously. But so if you want to do that, I'll have that linked down below. But there we go, you guys. So that is this book. Now, this is the only new book that is releasing for August release. But you guys, we have a lot of goodies coming back to you that are restocking. Some of them are a little bit smaller restocks, and some of them are normal restocks. So let me share those with you, because we have a lot. Now, there is going to be a small restock of I Am Perfectly Imperfect. Again, this is going to be a great companion to this book. These two will go chef's kiss beautifully together. So this is number 1 of restock. Number 2 of restock is Uncensored Quotes, because again, being able to express ourselves is important, and I am a firm believer that not everything can be sunshine and rainbows, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with expressing that in our planners. Our planners are for us. They're not for anybody else. So there's nothing wrong with being able to express yourself. And sometimes you got to express yourself a little bit sassier than normal. So Uncensored Quotes and Uncensored Quotes 2.0 is coming back, as well as Uncensored Seasonal and Holiday Quotes. So we'll have look how beautiful these look together. Hold on, they're not in the right order. Hold on, there we go. Okay, there we go. Look how beautiful these books. So all 4 of these books are coming back. Some of these ones are a little bit of a smaller restock. So if you're wanting this book, that's where that pre-order is going to come in handy. But these are all coming back to you. And then that's all for like the quotes and stuff. And then because I wanted you guys to be able to hop on it, because if you're all done with summer, like I'm just all done with the heat. I'm like, I'm ready for my absolute favorite season of the year. So we have all of autumn coming back. So we have autumn boxes 2.0, and autumn shapes are all making their way back as well. So make sure it's a pretty big release. Lots of fun restocks, and then of course we have our newest book, Feel the Feels. So I'm really excited for this release, you guys. It's gonna be a good one. We have fall, so you can get started on your fall planning, and then we have focusing on ourselves, focusing on our emotions, being okay with mental health and all that great stuff. Here we go, you guys. So new book coming to you along with a ton of restocks happening on August 1st. I'll have all the details down in the description below. I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!